get. I'm on my way to a brand new kit. Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios Podcast Live Stream, episode number 179. I would like to thank everybody for joining us today on this Friday afternoon, August 16th, 2024. Got some awesome news today, and we can discuss some drama that's going on in the tech world. Always drama-filled with content creators and reviews of devices, right? But first and foremost, we need to announce the winner of our eSIM Studios giveaway. If you're unaware, the drawing for the Pixel Watch, Jesus Christ, excuse me. The winner, we had a giveaway for the CMF Watch Pro 2. Now, you could enter on two different sites, on our eSIM Studios app, and on our TechLink News blog, right? So, let's go ahead and announce the winner. So, if you go to our eSIM Studios application, let me remove the overlay here. eSIMstudios.app, eSIMstudios.app. I just restructured it. It's really, really cool. So we have news here on the homepage that I compose, right? I write these articles here. And then I have news around the globe, news from different publications. So I got Android Authority, simply news such as this here, full articles. What else we got? Let's go to the menu. So we got news from myself, news from Android Authority, Android Central, GSM Arena, Lily Pudding, which is a mini PC news publication. We got Mac Rumors, Apple News, Tech Radar Phone, Tom's Hardware. Now, if you scroll down to the giveaway, the winner of the giveaway is Jeffrey P. You are the winner of the CMF Watch Pro 2. Thank you very much, sir. I'll get in touch with you and ship this out to you tomorrow. So, congratulations. Now, stay tuned. We're going to do another giveaway. I'm going to stay tuned. I'm going to do a new giveaway tomorrow. We do giveaways every Friday on the eSIM Studios podcast, every single Friday, and then every now and then we'll do like a flash giveaway, right? So let's get into the news, right? Where was it? I think it was... So, did you know that there's news that Samsung could be changing quite a bit with this upcoming S25 series? So not only are they slightly going to change the design, and we'll get into it, the design change here, but then also getting to possibly some naming changes. It looks like Samsung might bring back the Note line. Yes, that's correct. The Samsung Note. So famous Note 7 is the one that blew up. Note 8, Note 9, Note 10. And then they did a Note 20, which was one of my favorite devices, Note 20 Ultra. Just an awesome device. Absolutely loved it. It looks like Samsung might bring back that naming. So it's not for sure. It's not set in stone, but there's rumblings inside the industry, inside Samsung, that Samsung's going to do away with the Ultra name, right? And actually name the S25 Ultra. Name that the Note 25, Samsung Galaxy Note 25. I like that idea. I love the Note line, and I think this would be a fantastic way to essentially bring it back, right? They did the Note series with the S Pen to begin with, simply because it had an S Pen and you could write notes down on it. And I think them bringing this back would be pretty cool. Now, let's see. Was it Ice Universe that had this? Let's check it out. So here's the, let's say Note 25. Here's the, I guess, S25 Ultra, Note 25, whatever you want to call it. Here's the renderings. As you can tell, it has rounded corners now. Not the boxy design that we are so used to. I love it. I actually really like it. So I look forward to that if they plan on keeping that, right? Now, this says Samsung might be bringing back the Note line. Where is, let's see, bear with me. So the Note 25 and or S25 Ultra is narrower than the 79mm wide S24 Ultra, yet it has a wider display. So this new S25 Ultra, Note 25, is going to be slimmer than the S24 Ultra, which is good news because the S24 Ultra is almost too big to hold. It's almost too big to type on, right? I know you can minimize the keyboard, right? You can make it smaller, go up into the left hand, minimize it, or go up into the right hand and minimize it. But this would actually fit better in your hand and feel better, right? Samsung claims that this is the ideal design. So it's going to have rounded corners and it's going to be easier to hold. It's still going to have flat edges, flat sides, just going to have rounded corners, and the bezels around the device are going to be much smaller. Let's check this out. So one of the biggest problems with the S24 Ultra design, the number one flaw is at the horizontal. So side to side, screen to body ratio is too low. The body width is 79mm of the S24 Ultra, right? Of which only 72.3mm is the screen. So 72.3mm is the screen width and 79mm is the phone width, which gives you, you still have 6.7mm of the bezel and of the frame. So essentially what they are going to do with this S25 Ultra and or the Note 25 is make the screen bigger, make the extra 6.7mm of body design thinner. The screen width is a little smaller than the S23 Ultra, and practically it's just not good. It's too fat, it's too wide, there's too much material. As you can see on this screen, there's too much material. So there you see 72.3mm is the width of the screen. However, 79mm is the width of the phone. So what Samsung is going to do is, if you can tell on the screen here, they're going to minimize this extra few millimeters on either side and actually make the screen come closer to the edge. And as you can tell, the S24 Ultra on the right with the sharp right angles, and you got the Note 25 on the left and or S25 Ultra. I hope they go with Note 25. I think it's cool. Now, what they're going to do you remember a few weeks ago, I reported that the S24 Plus, right? I mentioned a few weeks ago that Samsung was going to do away with the Plus model, which back then was true. And this ties into the story of Samsung changing the Ultra series to a Note series again, because there will be no Plus model next year. Apparently what Samsung is going to do is that Plus model is going to be now called the Pro. So you're going to have a base S25, right? That's going to be left alone and untouched. Now, where that Plus model, so what we thought was going to be the S25 Plus is now going to be the S25 Pro. So you're going to have S25, S25 Pro. Now you're going to have the Samsung Galaxy Note 25. It is what it is. Name changing. Samsung doesn't change names and or the lineups, the devices in their lineups that much, but they do. Not as much as Google. Google changes stuff. Seems like every day they're changing something. Apple, every now and then, even less than Samsung, will change something, but that's what's going on with Samsung. So the story that we put out a few weeks ago saying that the Plus model was going to be no more is actually correct. Now, we didn't know that the Plus model essentially was still going to be there, a mid-sized flagship. We didn't know back then they were going to change the name to the Pro. So we just thought they were going to do away with that Plus model. We essentially thought a few weeks ago that there just wasn't going to be a mid-sized flagship. We just thought it was going to be a small S25 and a big S25. And now we know you're going to have the S25, S25 Pro, and then you're going to have the Samsung Galaxy Note 25. Pretty cool. Again, I'm in favor of it. I don't know if y'all like it or not. I loved the Note series, and if they're going to bring that back, I kind of look forward to it. However, if y'all remember the Note 25, if y'all remember the Note 20, the Note 20, it was pretty boxy. It was pretty squared. It almost looked identical to the S24 Ultra. However, now with these rounded corners, I've also heard that they want it sort of, now obviously minus the bezels and the screen, but just design language-wise, they want to have it like the Note 7. So the Note 7, yes, the exploding one. Obviously, that one had rounded corners, right? The Note 7 looked pretty different than the Note 20. Again, Note 20 was very sharp angles. Note 7, very rounded angles. So with this new Note 25, you are going to get slimmer bezels, actually a little bigger screen, and a slimmer design. So as you can tell there, they're just going to slim down on that extra material outside of the display. So it should fit in your hand better, should be able to type better, should be able to fit in your pocket better, should be able to use it better, period. Yes, it's still going to have a pen, an S Pen. They're not doing away with that. That's their signature model. But I look forward to this. I'm definitely going to be getting one. Absolutely love my Samsung devices. So we look forward to this change. And let me know what y'all think. Are y'all in favor of it? Mr. 300C, if it wasn't for my current Fold 6, I would get it. Yeah, I came so close to getting the Fold 6. I really like it. I've never had a Fold. I've always had the flips. Never had the Fold. But I really like what Samsung is doing now. The Fold 6 sort of has this same design language as the S24 Ultra, right? It's from the outside, obviously the dimensions are a little different, but it looks fairly similar, right? With the sharp angles, 90-degree angles. Fantastic device, man. You know, you possibly could, when Samsung releases this new S25 or Note 25, they have fantastic trade-in deals, trade-in offers, although you probably could sell it for more than what Samsung's giving you in trade-in deals. So technically you could, but you know, I don't know your situation. You could have gotten it from a carrier too, which might hinder trade-in possibilities or opportunities for you, but stay tuned to the channel and I will bring you all the latest Samsung news. Samsung products. So we will definitely bring you all the news on that. Daniel, what's going on, brother? You doing all right today? Now, let's get into... Go back. Check this out. Let's see. I think everything here. Let me refresh the news here. We'll get into the Pixel drama, the hashtag. Oh, and I forgot. And the S25 Ultra. Now we know Note 25 is going to have 16 gigs of RAM. So all the other models, the S25 Pro is going to have 12 gigs of RAM. And I think they're going to leave the base S25 at 8 gigs. Although I wish, well, they need to bump it up to 12. They need to get rid of 8 and just go to 12 gigs of RAM. That would be nice. Let's see. Did I mention in here? Yeah, so the S25 and S25 Pro and or Plus will have 12 gigs of RAM. And then the S25 Ultra and or Note 25 is going to have 16 gigs of RAM. So that's nice to see, right? Now, we did get a new iPhone color. Did everybody see that? So let me go to my blog over here. And I redid it, so please check it out. Looks cool. We got a new color iPhone. If you're interested, check this out. So we finally found there's some dummy units that are out. Now we know that the iPhone 16 Pro is going to come in a bronze color. Like it or hate it, like it or love it, hate it or love it, should I say? It's going to be bronze. Now I do have a actual photo. Check this out. iPhone 16 Pro, the bronze color right there on the right hand side. I don't mind it. It's almost like a gold color. So they're gonna have the bronze, they're gonna have the silver, they're gonna have the black, and they're gonna have the white. No real bold colors, right? No blue, no purple, no red, no yellow. But you will get the new bronze. That was just leaked today as well. So if you're interested in that, and remember, this new iPhone 16 Pro is going to be a 6.34-inch display. That's almost a perfect size for a small phone. 6.3, 6.4 inches is perfect. And that's what they're doing, up from a 6.1-inch display on the iPhone 15 models. And remember, just a side note, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is going to be a 6.9-inch display, bigger than the S24 Ultra. So be on the lookout for that. Zyrax, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. I look forward to your debate. I think, are you still doing that with Nino? I'm going to watch that, and I have no idea. I don't know if you're still planning on doing it, but I saw the thumbnail, so I was like, that'd be interesting. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. That bronze looks like the Zune. Yeah, it does. Zune brown color, exactly. Is that good? I was going to watch that this weekend, I believe. I was definitely going to watch that this weekend. Not with my daughter, but I was going to watch that and check it out. It's one that I had on the to-do list. Zyrax, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's next week. Okay, I'll make sure to check that out. I'll definitely make sure I was watching last night. Whoa, lots of drama. Okay, speaking of drama, let's get into the Pixel drama. So, as you know, if you've been on YouTube today, and maybe you not have seen, so there's some drama going on with the Pixel phones, right? So I let my honest opinions fly yesterday. Basically, Pixel phones, they're wonderful. If you love them, good for you. If you're going to get one, more power to you. You're going to love it. I think they put a great product together. However, it's not worth what they're charging. You're essentially getting mid-range specs and I'm talking about CPU, right? Mid-range processor, and they're charging it on the Pro XL, Pixel 9 Pro XL, they're charging $1,250 for that device, and it's, in my opinion, it's simply not worth it, right? If you compare the Pro XL versus the S24 Ultra, it's not even a comparison. Now, yes, I know the camera quality is pretty damn good, but to sum it up, yesterday I said, well, then just get the OnePlus 12. It's like half, well, not half the price. It's like $400 or $500 cheaper, and the photo quality is probably pretty close. Now, Tech Odyssey, another YouTube tech channel, came out, made a community post yesterday and a video this morning saying that he is part of Team Pixel. We are as well, but I was going through my emails. Well, let me tell you what happened. So Team Pixel said it's like a fan club, a group, right? And Tech Odyssey showed one of his emails from not from Google, from Team Pixel, and he essentially said, look, if you're showcasing our product, a Pixel product, you cannot mention and or prefer any other device over the Pixel, and if you do, we will cease our agreements with you, our partnership with you for a creator, which essentially means, in layman's terms, you better speak nice of the Google Pixel or else we're going to cut you from the team. And I was like, damn, that's weird. I mean, and I was going through my emails today. They never sent me anything. They never sent me an agreement. They never sent me anything. Now, he does have a much bigger tech channel than I do, and they rarely send me stuff, right? So Samsung has sent me stuff. But not every time, not every release they send me stuff, right? So I got the S24 Ultra they sent me, but I never got an agreement like you have to say good things about this phone. Nothing has sent me phones, quite a bit. And they've never sent any type of agreement of anything saying you have to speak good of these devices. And quite honestly, I wouldn't agree to anything like that. I've had so many sponsorship deals where I get close towards the end. So a company will come and say, hey, we want to sponsor your show or sponsor your channel. I'll say, okay, cool. So let's move forward. After I check the product out, it looks cool. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I get all sorts of weird shit, like people wanting me literally to sponsor and or they want to advertise a pot and pan set, like a cooking dishes. Like, what the hell? Did y'all look at my channel? I'm not a cooking channel. Anyways, I agree to something like, okay, you want me to put somebody on blast? Here we go. Hang on. I'm probably never gonna get a deal from this company again, but screw it, I don't care. Temu. Yes, Temu, the app that you can buy cheap shit on, right? So they emailed me, they approached me and like, hey, we want to sponsor a paid collaboration, right? And so I was like, damn, really, Temu? Like, what am I gonna showcase? Like, just a bunch of cheap stuff. And I basically said that nicely in a reply email. And they're like, no, we're going to send you premium products. It'll be our best electronics that we send you. So I was like, okay. And they said, it's a paid collaboration. So I was like, all right. I was like, after a couple back and forths, I was like, well, whatever, screw it. If it's the best of the best electronics they have to offer, it's not going to be some little cheap shit that falls apart after you use it 5 times, right? So I was like, all right, whatever, let's do it. So they sent me this long contract, right? And and when it comes to this stuff, to like very, a lot of times, like when you go get a phone at AT&T, you're just like, whatever. You sign the, dotted line. You don't really read it. But when it comes to this stuff, I read every single line. And then we're talking like 20-something page PDF. And I told them no, I did not sign it, and I emailed them back and saying, hey, I wasn't rude about it, but I was just like, I changed my mind. Thank you, but no thank you. Now, why did I change my mind? They wanted me, every product I review, they say you have to review, every time we send you a product, you have to have the video ready to publish 72 hours after it's confirmed delivered, little stuff like that. But here's the catch. They wanted me to create and edit a video, and then they wanted me to send my the rep for Temu, who does the communication between me and Temu. Temu has reps that reach out to brand ambassadors and YouTubers. They wanted me, after I shoot, edit, and everything, it's ready to go. So instead of uploading it to YouTube right away, they wanted me to send the video to Temu, to the rep, so they can review it and edit it or chop it up or say, no, it's not good, you need to do this. So essentially, they had to review it and make sure it aligned with whatever they want before I upload it to YouTube. And that's the whole reason why I said no. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, they essentially can tell me what to say and what not to say. So getting back to, and it's whatever, like I started this channel because I was tired of all the tech channels out here being scripted. Right? Probably 90% of the tech channels, I'm talking tech channels that have like over probably 10,000 subs. Once you hit 30, 40,000, that's when you start getting collaboration possible deals, right? So I built this channel on being honest. I was tired of seeing all these tech channels with scripts, right? Every channel seems like they do not say one word that's not scripted. I didn't want to do that. So I built this on honesty, and as of yesterday, y'all saw me, I basically let everybody know my feelings on this new Pixel lineup, that I'm not happy with it, that I think it's egregious that they're charging this much money for a device that's essentially a mid-range phone. And look, it is what it is, right? And like I said, I'm not trying to despair or throw shade on the Pixel brand or Pixel name, because I know and look, I'm a Pixel lover, but I'm kind of at the point where after seeing, now I'm going to give them one more chance, right? The Pixel 10, if they don't get their shit together by the Pixel 10, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm never going to use a Pixel again. I'm just saying, I think I'm going to be done with them for a while, right? So I put OnePlus. I was done with OnePlus after when they came out with the OnePlus 9. They're going in a direction I don't want to go with them. So I stopped buying OnePlus phones until this one came out. Wow. I may have to do the same thing with Pixel. Their CPU, again, we can go back, or if you want to look at the details from our yesterday show, the Pixel 9 CPU scored worse on benchmark testing than the Pixel 8 did. It's left speechless. Like, what? Now, I'm talking about the base, yes, the base model, but the Pro models are just barely over last year's CPU. So, while Snapdragon and MediaTek are just pumping out power, performance, every generation, 30% gain in power and performance and efficiency. Snapdragon this year with the new 8 Gen 4 CPU that's coming out in December, 43% boost in power over the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. That's the real deal. Like, that's what we should expect. Not this Pixel little just making incremental increases and then charge $1,200 for a flagship device. Look, again, I'm going to say this again. If you want one and you're all about it, that's fine. Now, when you use it, it's not going to stutter. It's not going to be choppy. It's not going to get hung up. It'll be a nice, smooth experience. But my whole point is, why buy a Pixel when you got so many other options? The competition has never been greater in the phone world, right? And that's just in the Android world, right? Let alone you got iPhone, stuff like that. But just in the Android ecosystem, you got so many choices that I don't think Pixel is putting themselves in a good light by doing this, right? I just don't. Yeah, I know. And see, that's the thing. And I mean, look, I'm not going to be a hypocrite either, because I want to put it out there. I did buy a Pixel 9 Pro. So I'm still buying one. I still got one. All right. Now, my daughter's going to use it, but I'm going to use it for reviews, case reviews, the unboxing. So don't make it think that I'm not getting. I still got one because I still like Pixel. But I think next year, if we're at the same point next year, and I'm hoping things will change because they're designing their own CPU and rolling that out. So you should see a decent performance boost. But if it's just minor and we're just going to continue this never-ending little 5% increase over last year, 3% increase over last year, or it's even worse than the year before, I may just have to stop buying them, honestly, if we're at this point next year. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it is crazy. The whole... And so MK, BHD, all these tech creators are coming out today making videos, right? And just basically their relationships with these tech companies. Because they can dangle like Apple. Apple is notorious for cutting a creator off if you talk bad about iPhone or an Apple product. If you say anything disparaging, if you recommend a competitor phone over Apple, or you criticize them too much, or at all in some cases, they'll just stop sending you stuff, right? Which it is what it is. I kind of... Look, it's nice to, like, for nothing. They've been really good to me. They've sent me a number of phones. And I actually honestly really like these phones. Y'all know this is one of my favorite phones. So, but I haven't not criticized them, right? If they deserve it, I'll give criticism, right? And that's the way it should be. But these tech companies are holding these creators hostage. Now, what you can do, some of these creators are making a lot of money. Just go out, buy the phone yourself, and you're free to say whatever you want, right? Flossy Carter, my favorite tech YouTuber, does that. He has said in the past he prefers companies not sending him stuff, because every now and then they'll kind of elbow, say, hey, they'll hold that carrot out in front of you and essentially want you to say always want you to say something good about the product. It's nicer when you can buy the product with your own money and then they can't tell you what to say. Now, nothing's never said anything about my reviews, right? They say, here's enjoy, basically, here's the new phone, enjoy. I'm not getting the 2A Plus, but that's fine. I didn't want that anyways. But Samsung, same thing. They sent me a couple devices, and but I use them as my daily device. But it's all good. It is what it is. Ooh, the OnePlus. I was going to ask you about that. It's got a few software quirks, but I don't care for the price and performance. Yes, that is badass. Plus, it has great interoperability with the OnePlus 12. Oh, no shit. That's something I was going to ask you about. So it's essentially like the iPhone with the iPad in the Samsung phone with the Samsung tablets, right? Because I noticed in the operating system, it's, what is it called? OnePlus, I forgot the option, OnePlus Media or OnePlus Share, something where you can essentially link up the OnePlus Pad to your OnePlus device. Anyways, I might see if I can find a cheap one for sale. But is there anything else? But yeah, so that's where I stand with Pixel. Like, it's not that impressive this year. I just read a comment. Somebody commented, yeah, it is. All items from the phone go to the tablet. Sweet. I was just reading a comment here. on one of my videos, and somebody was saying, what do they say? I thought you were a Pixel guy. Where is it? He says, I thought you were a Pixel guy yourself. Well, I am. And that, look, just because I'm a Pixel guy doesn't mean they're not open for criticism, right? I think just because I like a product doesn't mean they can just push something out to consumers, and if I'm not satisfied, I have to shut my mouth. Like, that doesn't make sense. Just because I'm a Pixel guy, so like, you just want me to blindly promote their stuff when I personally don't think it's that good of a... No, again, be careful with what I say. I'm not saying it's a bad product. Again, I purchased one, but I'm just saying, for what they're giving you, there's better choices. There's better choice. That's a fact. There are better choices out there than a Pixel at that price point. That is a fact, right? There's no arguing that. And that's all I'm saying. And I think I'm just being honest. Like, what do you want me to do? Lie to y'all? I mean, there's so many other channels out here that lie to us every day. I'm not going to be one of them, right? And I knew I was going to get some pushback, and that's fine. But it is what it is. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not satisfied this year, so we'll see. Maybe I'm going to benchmark it. I'm going to test it. We're going to do camera comparisons because I do want to know if this is the best camera phone I have, right? It's better than iPhone. It's better than Samsung. It's better than, I believe, my Pixel 8 Pro. So when we get the new Pixel 9 Pro in, I'm going to do camera testing on the OnePlus 12 versus the Pixel 9 Pro. We already know it's going to blow it away in performance, probably battery life. So cameras are the one last thing. Display is probably a little better on here, although I don't know, we'll see. But I think it's going to be close because these photos are phenomenal. I take it out every now and then. I actually have my SIM card in the Flip, but I have a SIM card in here as well. Actually, I have Helium in here, Helium SIM card, Helium network. I take it with me. Snap some shots every now and then, and I'm like, wow, it still blows me away after having it for a few months. But we'll see where this goes. You can also send files to the pad via NFC, like you mentioned. Do you have to replay for a Note 24 review? I thought they stopped the Note line. Yeah, so what they did is, they stopped the Note 20 Ultra was the last Note, or that was the end of the Note line, right? For Samsung. And we essentially thought it was going to be going for forever, but now there's some talks inside, and it would make sense. Everything's kind of lining up for this change to be real. And again, I try not to bring all the rumors, all the little rumblings behind the scenes to surface, because a lot of them simply a lot of them are simply not true or don't become true. But this one's kind of lining up to be true. Because we heard a few weeks ago, I reported that Samsung's doing away with the Plus line, which is their middle phone, right? This one right here. We heard they were doing away with Plus, which was weird. I'm like, why would they this is the best phone, the best Plus model they've ever made. Why would they just do away with it? However, what we didn't know at that time is that they are technically doing away with the Plus model. They're just renaming it. They're renaming it to the Pro now. So we have the S25 Pro. And then I think Samsung saying, well, if we're going to do a name change, and this might have spurred the name change, is transforming the Ultra back to the Note line, right? So you'll see the S25 and then the S25 Pro and then the Note 25, essentially. Now, it's not set in stone, but everything's kind of slowly but surely, it looks like that's what they are going to do. Do you have to replay for the Note 20? Yeah. I might go find it. You talking about my review of the S24 Ultra? I believe I have it. I'll go find it and put a link in this video description. So come back. I'm about to end this and jump on my NFL channel, but come back maybe a little later this afternoon to this video, and I'll link the S24 review of my review of, where is it? Oh, it's charging, of this one, in the description of this video. I'll just do it after we end the live here. So I use it as my daily driver. It's phenomenal device. It's my opinion, it's the best Android. Oh, it's the best phone, period. But I'm telling you, that OnePlus phone, it's right up there, right? The camera quality is even better than what Samsung can produce. So there's not many people are familiar with OnePlus, and plus they don't sell OnePlus in store. Or wait, T-Mobile doesn't have the 12, do they? So you have to order them on their website. You know, they're still kind of a largely unknown here in America, but very, very popular device around the world. So let me get out of here. I did the drawing. We do have the winner for the CMF Watch Pro 2. Let me do that real quick. It was Jeffrey. Jeffrey, if you're out there, if you're listening, congratulations, brother. I'm going to message you. I have your contact information. I'm going to reach out to you here shortly in just a few minutes, and I will ship that to you probably tomorrow afternoon. So congratulations to you, sir. And on tomorrow's show, around this time, I'll have a new contest that everybody can enter, and it will be probably set it for next Friday. So we'll just continue the Friday traditions of having a giveaway. So I'll have that up and running. What's going on, Ashton? Appreciate you joining us today, sir. So join us tomorrow, and we shall have a new giveaway up for everybody. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Zyrax. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. So I look forward to seeing y'all back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace out. Yeah, have a good Friday afternoon. Please be safe.